Hi there, and welcome to week one of the Intro to Web Dev course. This week is a little weird because it involves a lot of setup, which can be kind of annoying, kind of frustrating. But the good news is that once it's done, it's done. So hopefully you don't have to worry about a lot of this stuff as the weeks progress. So just to kind of give a high level overview of how this is going to work is here's what I'm going to call like the class homepage. By the time that you're watching this, it might look a little different. I'm still currently setting it up, so don't worry too much if it like looks slightly different by the time you watch this. But you're going to start from the weekly topic page, in this case week one, and this is going to walk you through everything you need to do this week. So I would say just start at the top and read through it. So for example, the first thing you want to do is GitHub setup, and I'm not going to talk too much about that in this particular video because what you really need to do is go to this page, GitHub setup, which has its own write-up of all things GitHub, and it has a video that you can watch if you prefer it that way, and this video will walk you through everything you need to do, and then you can read through it as well, whatever you prefer. So do that, get your GitHub repo set up, and then keep trucking, keep going down the page. So then set up your environment, your coding environment. I've listed like two sort of main options. I don't have a preference about which one you use. It probably comes down to what kind of computer you have. So you can read more about that. You'll either set up your like local coding environment, which is generally what I am going to use. But if you prefer to have like an online editor, which is handy if you have something like a Chromebook where you can't download software, then you can use Replit. That's totally cool too. So work through one of those or both of those if you want to experience both options and choose from which one you like best. Work through that, and then the core of this week's content is learning about HTML. So that's in its own separate page that runs through the lessons for this week with the concepts that you'll learn. And then at the end of this week, or I wouldn't wait till the end of this week to get started. So the goal of this week is maybe how I should say that, is to work on a project. And you'll learn exactly how this is all set up, but the project itself is going to be in a GitHub repo, where, let me just run through that really quickly because it's going to be a little weird. The project is in a GitHub repo, which means that it's hosted on a web page called GitHub, but it's here. And then the way this is going to work is each week you'll have a different project, which is sort of already in this directory structure. So you'll go to week one HTML and then run through the instructions that are in here. I have a separate video that will explain that, and that will be in the sort of top level homepage for this week as well. When you are done, so you'll know that you're done when you are done with the project and you have your the code that you write for this week. When that is in GitHub and deployed to GitHub pages, that's when you're done. And here's a handy checklist down here to make sure that you've done all of that. I know I just said a bunch of words that if you are just starting this week, you probably didn't know what most of them meant, and that's okay. You'll learn about all of those words in the next few videos, in the next few pages. But the goal is to create a project that is deployed to GitHub and GitHub pages, and that's when you'll know you're done. Kind of importantly, a big component of this class is going to be presenting your work. So another thing I want you to do this week is to get ready to present what you have worked on. So that means like making sure your camera works, making sure your microphone works, and making sure you can like share your screen and all that stuff. Because I'm hoping that I can get everybody to share what they've worked on next week. And that's kind of the flow of the class. Of course, let me know when you have questions. I'll be around on the various ways that you can contact me, which I'll let you know. But yeah, from here, I think the main takeaway here is just work through this page, and it should tell you everything you need to do. And as you have questions, let me know. All right, cool. Good luck and welcome to the class.